Hello, my friends, and welcome to Letters from Paradise. I've called this episode Healed. Shin Terayama has a remarkable story to tell us. It's about the significant part love and tender affection played in healing advanced cancer. It's a story that tells us to take special note of St. Paul's exhortation to be kindly affectionate to one another. Shin worked in the computer consultancy firm he had founded in Tokyo. For many years he had worked almost around the clock every day, until at age 46 a large tumour was found on his right kidney. After chemotherapy and radiation, a whole body scan revealed that Shin's cancer had spread to his right lung and rectum, and his doctor warned his wife that he had only a few months to live. He was sent home under hospice care, barely able to walk and having to be fed intravenously. But Shin was about to make a discovery about the astonishing power of love and affection. However, before that discovery, Shin's inability to eat had him drinking only water. He was receiving nutrients directly into his bloodstream intravenously. But this unplanned fasting meant all his digestive organs were effectively resting during this time, and he started to feel the benefits. Thankful for every new day that was given to him, Shin started the habit of watching each new sunrise from the roof of his apartment building. All fear of dying had left his mind and body, replaced by immense gratitude for every new breath he was given. As he soaked up the warm energy of the sunlight, he began to breathe deeply and intentionally the oxygen-rich pre-dawn air. Shin loved music. He played the cello as a boy, and so as he exhaled, he would sing the 7 notes of the musical scale each time he did. In addition to giving fresh air to the cancer in his lung every morning, Shin started giving it something else: love. This decision came about after he realized he had seriously mistreated his body during his working life. He said, "I realized I created this cancer myself. I had worked so hard and I didn't sleep. I created it. So I thought that cancer was my child, and I sent love to my cancer, and pain decreased." Shin stopped using painkillers, and when he had pain, he would say, "Oh, thank you very much for saying you are hurting. I love you, my child." He touched his body and said to his cancer, "I love you, I love you, I love you." Usually we think about killing cancer cells with medical treatments or by waging spiritual war, seeing them as hostile invaders that need to be destroyed. But just as one would care for a sick, neglected child, Shin viewed his cancer in a loving, almost apologetic way, mentally sending love to it multiple times a day. "The most important thing I learned," he says, "is that cancer is my body. It's not an enemy, it's still my body." When I read this, I realized that even if we might think of our sickness as an enemy, didn't Jesus say we should love our enemies? Did Jesus know something about the incredible power of love? So this is how Shin lived his life, feeling grateful for each new morning, drinking clean mineral water, waking up every morning to breathe and sing with the birds before sunrise, and sending love to his cancer each day. After about 2 months of this daily ritual, he literally started to feel a healing virtue rising inside his body. He began walking and eating normal food again. He greatly enjoyed not having to work 18-hour days, and soon returned to playing his beloved cello. As the months went by, his blood tests and CT scans showed gradual and steady improvement. Nevertheless, 3 years after he was sent home on hospice care, the scan showed that he still had some cancer in his body. Responding to an invitation to speak to a community in Scotland, about his remarkable survival, Shin was to discover something more about love. It was the affection, the hugs with which these people embraced him, something not so common in Japanese culture. It was strong, unconditional love, kind, tender affection from morning till night. When he returned to Tokyo after his month in Scotland, his cancer was no longer visible. When asked what he thinks happened during that month to cause this final healing, he replies without hesitation, love. Shin has been full of tender affection and free of cancer now for over 30 years. Shalom.